Your Royal Highnesses, Victoria and Daniel, and the little one. Mr. Speaker, it is really wonderful to be here with you today, and I am grateful that you've asked me to join you in this square to commemorate the centenary of Raoul Wallenberg and to remember the tragedy of the Holocaust. And we are gratified that some survivors are with us and members of the family of Raoul are also here with us. The Holocaust was a tragedy of unspeakable dimensions, a wound that never heals, a pain that time has not diminished. How can one forget the millions who were killed? How can one forget the faces of the survivors who came out of Auschwitz 60 years ago today? But we are also here today to celebrate a man who put his own life at risk to save others, refusing to stand aside in silence before the violent currents of hatred. As the atrocities reached greater and greater heights, so did Wallenberg's determination to defend the lives of the Jews of Budapest, placing them under the protection of the Swedish crown. By the end of the war, 120,000 Jews were left in Budapest. Thousands amongst them owe their lives directly or indirectly to Raoul Wallenberg. His acts of compassion, conscience, and courage are a testament to the difference each one of us can make, raising our voices and resisting injustice in the name and in the defense of our common humanity. Never again, we said after the war, and this year we celebrate the centenary of Raoul Wallenberg's birth. We have made some progress during that century. The United Nations was created to save succeeding generations from the scourge of war, bringing us together for a better world. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights set out a shared vision of humanity in which each person, no matter what race, color, religion, or sex, would be protected by equal and inalienable rights. We created international tribunals and courts to deliver on the promise that atrocity would never go unpunished. The emerging norm of responsibility to protect is gradually putting an end to the era when sovereignty could be used as a shield behind which governments can brutalize their own people and commit crimes against humanity. Let us make this day, then, the one in which we learn from and remember the past and its lessons. The Living History Forum is part of this invaluable effort to preserve the memory and experiences of the past for generations to come. Equally important, it serves as a platform to education and mobilize civil society to prevent acts of genocide and warn of perils of hatred, injustice, prejudice, and more importantly, indifference. As the German theologian Martin Niemöller once said, first they came for the communists, and I did not speak out because I was not a communist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak up because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak up because I wasn't a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak for me. The experiences of the past teach us that indifference, the false belief that one need not worry about injustice against someone else, is actually injustice's greatest ally. Raoul Wallenberg's legacy is that each of us now know we have the power to hold back the tide of injustice instead of standing in silent witness until it engulfs us all. Let us, in our own way, let our own collective conscience mirror his. Let us be forever vigilant to detect the first signs of hatred and intolerance in our communities, and forever vigorous in confronting them. Let us educate our children to defend and respect one another and to prevent such inhumanity in the world. Let us make this day one of universal remembrance in which we reaffirm the commitments we made amidst the ashes of war to promote and protect human rights, peace, and security for all. Tack så mycket.